Welcome back, everybody, to the A.J.I Show, episode 38. If you're not already following, please do and share this with all of your friends, your families, your brothers, your sisters, your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, and your cats, dogs, owners. Oh. And let's get right into the episode. Come on, how do you didn't expect that? You always expect the unexpected. How's it going, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to another week in the life of us. I'm here with my wifey. Say hello, wifey.
Hello.
How's your past week been, other than just working? Anything exciting happen?
Quite a few things have been exciting for us in the last couple of days.
All right, let me start. Well, actually,
my week was good. I got back into one of my old time favorite hobbies. Which I should have brought that in here to show. Anyways, I got back into it and it's been consuming all of my hours. So.
Yep, it's like the melty perler beads.
Yeah. Did I say that? Then I didn't explain.
You didn't even. You said I got back into one of my habits.
Habits,
all.
hobbies.
Hobbies.
Did I say habits? Oh no.
No, I don't know.
No, just kidding.
Take it back, cut. That's it. All right.
Anyways.
Episode over, actually.
Let's try
Episode
again.
Over. This is not the week. Bye. Bye, guys. Make sure to turn on notifications, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye. We're kidding. Yeah, okay. Imagine I'm gonna just put a black screen right there. I'm gonna put the I'm gonna put the outro music, and then like they're gonna be like, what? That's just gonna be an episode. So melty beads. Yes. Yeah, you made a really cool dolphins one, and it didn't turn out. I came home.
The two that I made for you, my first one, because I did a big one right at the beginning, and I forget.
You're like, I'm gonna iron the big one first instead of the little shoe.
But I did that because I know what I'm doing. It's just my fear was the way I do it. You're technically not supposed to do it. You should take it off the pegs with tape or something, which I figured out. I did not. This is not how I grew up. This is not how I did the stuff.
But I offered. I was like, hey,
and I know this,
do you need tape?
But I was like,
transfer tape.
I know what I'm doing. I did this for so long. Even though I do it the right way, I do it in the best way. I don't know. In my opinion, okay?
Okay.
So I took it off early because back when I was a kid, I would iron too long to the point it would melt the pegs down, so you couldn't
put on the beads anymore.
On there anymore. And so it looked like it was at least melted enough to be taken off, and then, continue to melt on a flat surface, or just not on the pegs, so I'm not burning the freaking pegs down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't iron it long enough, and it fell apart.
Well. And then with the Enzo one, you had to kind of struggle trying to put it back together.
Much put it back together and fix it.
I feel like you salvaged it pretty well. It's a little messed up, but
the O looks kind of weird, but
still good.
The dolphins one?
Yeah, it was not coming back. Nope.
I actually almost started crying when it happened because I had spent.
I came home and I looked at it. I was like, oh, I can only imagine how sad you probably were when that fell apart.
And I knew about the Enzo one, so I was like, make sure you iron a little bit longer. Your pegs will be fine, right? Because they have been for the other ones.
Yeah.
And I've melted some of them a little more than I should have, and my pegs are still good. None of them are melted.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it just wasn't enough. And I start to get nervous when like one spot's melting like crazy, but the other spots are like not even melted yet. Then I start freaking out. Do you do it
like, do you go in a circle like it tells you to?
Yeah, in a circle, or I'll go back and forth.
You keep moving it, making sure you keep moving it.
Yeah.
Well, this week, I like the weekend, or I guess in the middle of the week, like right after we got back to work from our EDC vacation days off, I started getting a little bit sore throat. So I'm coughing a little bit. So apologies if I cough a lot or have to all that kind of stuff.
That's so gross.
Coughing's fine, but do it.
Is it for a different area of the house except the mic? I don't think anybody wants Hawk Tua in their ear. Just saying.
I know there's some of you little freaks out there who want to Hawk Tua. Listen to that. I'm talking to you, Nico. Anyways, just kidding. What else? Other than before we get to
my birthday's in a week and 2 days.
Holy crap.
I'll be 22 in a week, in just a little over a week.
And I still haven't bought you any birthday presents.
That's okay. We have so much planned. I would not be hurt if you didn't.
I gotta get you something at least small.
Yeah.
At least just a little thing.
We have a lot coming up, and we're about to talk about all the stuff we got coming up.
Yeah.
In the month of June.
All right, so, did you crack your screen more?
No, it's been that cracked.
Jeez.
Yeah, actually, right when we changed his phone screen, and I don't know if you can see it. You can see all the air bubbles. I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And it was the day after I got this phone screen put on. I dropped it, and then the biggest crack in the center, wherever it is, happened. Yeah, the day I got it changed. So.
Well, my week.
Anyways, how was your week?
My week. I went to the gym. A couple days ago, 3 days ago. Yeah, last time I went to the gym 3 days ago. I went to the gym today, but 3 days ago, I went to the gym. I don't think I've told you guys, but I went to the gym.
By the way.
Okay.
Wait.
All right. I'm freaking out over here.
Continue.
I went to the gym. There was this guy outside of the gym.
Is this your first day back? Are you crying?
No. No.
Was it your first day back to the gym?
No, this was my second day back to the gym. Okay. I seen these people setting up like an ice bath outside of the gym, okay? And I was like a little curious. I kind of overheard what they were doing and whatnot. They was like, as I was walking in, going to the gym, I heard them talking about, we're asking people if they want to hop in an ice bath and then we're going to interview them. And so I was like, that'd be kind of fun. I've never tried an ice bath. I've always wanted to try an ice bath, but I have my regular clothes on. Like, am I just going to hop in my drawers or like what? So I go do my regular leg workout, and he's like, every now and again, I see him like walk into the gym and be like, hey, yo, bro, like into different people. He's like, hey, you want to try out an ice bath out in the front? Like, it's pretty fun. If you never tried it, you should try it. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, maybe I'm going to try it. I don't know. So I get done with my workout, and I start walking outside. And as soon as I walk out the front door, he's like, hey, you guys want to do an ice bath? And I was like, what are you guys doing this for? He's like, oh, we're just offering people if they want to hop in an ice bath. It's like, it's an ice bath. And I was like, yeah, like I just don't really have like any clothes to like change into. And he was like, well, he's like, you don't have to do it. Like, that's completely fine. We're just offering. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. I folded, zero pressure, guys. I folded. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. As long as you shout out our podcast on your channel. Because apparently this guy, he's a small, like, little bit of a content creator. He has like 6K followers on Facebook and stuff like that.
Did he have cameras and stuff?
I just recorded on his phone, but I was like, all right. And so I was like, started getting off. Like, I took off my bag, my watch, my phone out of my pocket, and I was like, how am I going to get in this ice bath? So as a normal person would. I just hopped in with all my clothes on. Except my shoes and socks. Can't hop in with my shoes and socks. But I hopped in with sweatpants and a t-shirt. Diabolical, I know.
And you like low-key forgot to tell me when you got home. As if that... Oh, no, wait, never mind. You did tell me.
I did tell you.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know. Sometimes you'll just have this, like, outrageous tea, and, like, 2 days later, you'll be like, oh, yeah. So, like, by the way, and I'm like, how did you not come home and tell me right when you got home? Anyways.
So, I hopped in the ice bath. By golly, let me tell you, that was it hurted. It was cold. As soon as I got in, feet were burning, pinching, needles. I had my arms out. He was like, all right, starts asking me questions. He was like...
Were you struggling to respond?
Oh, yeah. I was like... Basically. That's basically how I was responding. And then like after like 10 seconds, he was like, oh, go ahead, put your arms in, because I had my arms out. I was like, oh, okay. So I put my arms in. Starts asking me these questions. I lasted like a minute and a half, almost 2 minutes or something like that in the ice bath. And he was like, dang, like... That's a lot longer than like most people last. Most people last maybe like 30 seconds or something like that. I was like, heck yeah. Like,
period.
Oh yeah. So after that, like I hopped out. Like he was still in the middle of asking me questions. I was like, I can't take it anymore. I hopped out. And then we started talking a little bit. I was like, so yeah, like my podcast and all that. Or like during the interview while I was in the water, I was talking about my podcast and whatever. And so I kind of like shouted myself out, and he's going to post it sometime. I still haven't seen him post it yet. I'm waiting for him to post it. Okay. But we were talking and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to kind of surround myself with a little bit more like-minded people. Like if you wanted to hop on my podcast and like we can chat and whatnot, that'd be awesome. And he was like, yeah, like he seemed really down for it and whatnot. So who knows, maybe in the next like 1 or 2 podcasts, or like next podcast or the one after that, maybe he might be on. And I'll introduce you guys to him. Yeah. That'd be really cool to gain another small creator friend. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, help each other.
Yeah.
Too.
So that happened. That was pretty cool. So I'm excited for that. I just got to try and find a good time to have him come over and record a podcast. And it might just be me and him, low key. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Mainly just because the camera was only going to be able to fit the 2. I mean, if I would have the 3 of us if we had another camera, but
I also think it's going to be I think it's going to be more of a conversation between you guys.
Yeah.
Too. I think I just kind of sit here.
Yeah. All right. So
another thing we did this week, we seen Final Destination 3.
Final Destination
22.
I can't remember. I think it's 5.
Yeah, they have a lot.
You watch it with your grandma.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
She had a lot of fun. It was only in VIP, which is kind of dumb, but I mean it was nice too, but it was expensive.
Dumb, but better.
Pretty cool. They got nice reclining seats. You can sit back. Dude, that movie was way too loud.
Too loud. I was like, am I back at EDC right now?
Yeah. Like I grabbed my AirPods.
Why can I feel the bass of a movie in my heart right now?
I put my AirPods in the entire movie.
Yeah, it was so loud.
Dude.
And then like the gory parts where you hear like, I know it's not real, but like when you watch, yeah.
I have no problem with that.
And it was in my ear. Oh yeah, anytime someone physically unalived in the show or in the movie, I can't. It'll actually make me. It'll make me throw up.
No, I don't.
I saw a little bit of one of it, and I literally looked at my grandma, and I was all. She was like, "You good?" I was like,
Yeah, we snuck in some snacks.
That too.
Got some
Who doesn't?
beef sticks and cheese sticks. Yeah, so that was fun.
Yeah.
We were like 10 minutes late to that though.
Yeah. What? I don't. It was okay. It was whatever.
Yeah.
Everything was like not working. I get to my grandma's. She tells me, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. Sits in my car for
5-7 minutes.
a good 10 minutes.
And
finally she calls me and she's like, where
where
you at? And I said, I've been out here talking to Uncle Matt for 10 minutes thinking you're in the bathroom. She was like,
no,
I've been in the car. I was like, bruh, what?
I was like, babe, hurry.
I know.
Come on.
I'm like, what are you doing? I was literally waiting for you. You're in the car. Then we get there, and then you can't buy VIP at the regular desks. You gotta go in a whole different room and buy them through there. And then people there was like
they were ordering. I
want a hot dog, a burger, popcorn, slushies. I was like
7 slushies, 12 ice creams,
nachos,
for my
a
big
freaking
bag.
steak dinner. I was like, "Okay,
hurry up! This freaking movie's already started." Jeez,
it was so bad, and we couldn't even order food. They cut you off on ordering food.
I mean, it was gonna
when
be
the movie starts.
$1 billion anyways.
Well, yeah, no, like we weren't planning on getting food. I'm just saying we couldn't. Like, even if we wanted to, we couldn't have gotten any food.
Yeah,
it was stupid.
Other than that, okay, so we have. Cousin Nico. He hit us up yesterday.
He's been on the podcast, if you guys remember.
Yesterday, day before yesterday, he was like, "What?
No,
what
actually,
did he say?
he called me.
He called me. I was at work. Didn't answer.
Oh, I thought
And then
I felt
he called
special.
you.
I felt
So
special.
what'd he say?
I thought Nico called me first.
No, he called me first.
I was like, and then when he answered and was saying all of it, I was like, "You called me? Oh,
No, I just didn't answer.
Negative." No, he calls me and he goes, "Okay, I can pay for you guys to go
If you guys really
like,
need to, and you can just pay me back later."
Yeah, and I was like, "For what?" And he was like, "Well, I want to go to a Metallica concert, and it's in Santa Clara, California." And I was like, "Oh," and he goes, "On June 20th," and I was like, "Oh."
A week before literally the weekend before we go to the You Should Know podcast live tour.
And not only that, we took a couple days off the weekend of my birthday, after my birthday. So my birthday's on a Wednesday, and then we just took one day off though.
Oh geez.
We just took a Saturday through Monday off.
Saturday through Monday.
So our regular 2 days off, Sunday, Monday.
So
I just added Saturday.
We're gonna be having 3 weekends in a row off. Is that what?
Oh well. Whatever. We get paid the same amount any day we work.
So the weekend after your birthday?
9th, yeah. See, I think we'll be there the weekend after my birthday weekend for a full weekend. And then we're not going to be there the next 2 weekends. And then we get paid.
They're going to be mad upset at us at work. So,
and then we get paid 3 times in July. So.
Yeah, let's try and get some overtime hours. Let's try and pull some doubles to get that money up.
This week is a little hard for me. I'm in prep, and I'm going to take in the last couple prep days before I get wrecked with the schedule. So, anyways, where was I going with that? Anyways, I was like,
but like, sounds cool. Like going to go see Metallica. Like,
I kind of I was like, let me talk to Andre. He's at work. Like, let me talk to him when he gets home. And so like we hang up the phone, and I kind of thought about it, and I was like, man, we are not like, we have so many things coming up already, and like, are we gonna have the money? I don't know. And so I was kind of scared, but then I started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, we can make this work. And this is before I called you. I was like, we can make this work. In my head, I was like, we can make this work because who knows if Metallica will ever be on tour again. Yeah. Like, they're old. That's my mom's time. Like, they're old. When are we ever going to get together with Nico and Gio?
And go on a
9-hour road trip. But, like, at least it's with like the 4 of us. I feel like we'll have so much fun.
It'll be fun. Maybe they can make a little vlog out of this trip. I think it would be fun. It would even be more awesome if we had maybe just an extra day to just kind of hang out over in California. But
yeah, and then
we really can't be skipping out on as much work as we are.
Yeah. But we'll get back in the swing of things, and it's gonna be again another 5-6 months before we ever do anything.
Yeah.
And take time off. But then I finally call you, and I was like, I don't know. I felt like I was gonna get a no, like right from the start. I thought I was gonna say, and you're gonna be like, no, like we're just not gonna have the money. But I was like, that's why I kind of like scrambled, and I was like, listen, Nico just called me. He said he wants us to go to Metallica in California. He said he'd pay for the tickets. We can pay him back. I don't know if we'll have the money for it then. Maybe it'll work that way. And then, like, I'm just, like, spitting, like, word vomiting at you.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, and I was like, this is the only time we might ever get to see Metallica. This might be our one and only chance. And I feel like it would enlighten Nico's world. Like, I know he would just be so excited and happy to have us with him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just started saying all this, and you were like, well, and I was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah. And I was like, but I'm just throwing this information at you. You can think about it at work, and then we can talk
like,
about it when
I
you
was
get
expecting
home.
like tickets to be like a good amount, but then we looked at the tickets, and they really weren't that bad. And then we came to the problem of who's gonna be driving, because I sure as hell do not want to be driving 9 hours straight.
And not only that, you were our king and drove every single inch of Vegas front to back.
Yeah.
So it would absolutely be unfair for you to have to drive there and home.
then like we like Gio, he was like willing to drive. He was like, yeah, I could drive. But then I was like, I don't want him to drive all 9 hours.
And he's in a manual car,
and he has a manual car.
Nobody knows how to drive it but Gio.
We could take one of our cars, but we're already kind of working our cars to the bone right now.
Yeah, and my car needs new tires, next oil change, and I just don't want to run it into the ground, tire-wise. And I just hit 100,000 miles on my car in Vegas when we were at EDC, and that was hard to see.
And then they were like, oh, maybe you can ask your parents to borrow their van. I'm like, that van was really raggedy. If it breaks down on the way, I don't want to have that issue or possibility.
Yeah, and that thing has like 400,000 miles.
I mean, it's good, but it's a good.
That's an exaggeration, but it is almost at 300,000 miles.
It's a good car. It's lasted every single road trip that they've been on, and my mom and sister are on a road trip exploring all of Northern California right currently.
Now.
Yeah. So like, yeah, but then like, no, yeah, but then so we were like,
yeah, and
that's fine. The really only option is take Gio's car.
Yeah. Like my car seriously is an option. She'd do just fine there and back, but she's had a lot of miles on her, and she does not do very good in the heat.
Yeah, that as well. So
it scares me to drive cars in the heat.
It kind of came down to Gio, and then he was like,
"I've done it."
He's basically like, "Yeah, I'm down."
I mean,
like
so chill about it. I would have been like, "Hell no."
I'm down to help drive. It's just I might stall on the freeway.
Exactly, and there's no way I could be in the driver's seat.
I'd probably be fine driving for at least a little bit or whatnot. Maybe give me some practice driving a manual.
Yeah, not me. Don't put me in that driver's seat.
And then at one point, Nico was like, my parents would prefer if your dad came. And I was like, what? That's not going to happen. It's such short notice for my dad to request those days off.
I was like, we're all adults. Like, all three, me, you, and Gio have been to California
all over
without
the age of 20.
21. Isn't Gio over 21 now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I can take care of a brand newborn baby, I think Nico will be just fine.
Yeah. He'll be fine with us.
He'll be safe.
He'll be fine. We can take care of him. We can take care of ourselves.
Yeah, I just was saying, we've all been to California by ourselves without, don't get me wrong. I love being on vacation when your parents are there because it's way more safety.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the biggest safety ever when they're with us, and I love it. But, we've all done this by ourselves.
Yeah.
We've all been to this city. We know. Maybe not that part, but we know.
Gio's been to California. He's taking literally day trips to California, down and up in one day.
Yeah, and Gio knows more than us, so.
No, we've been over there a couple of times and whatnot. So we're able to take care of ourselves. We're good.
Yeah. But tickets are bought.
Yep, we bought the tickets.
Oh, and Miko's parents offered to.
Yep, so kind of them. They said that they would pay for our hotel while we're there. So that is awesome. Kind. But yeah, our job's probably gonna be like, are you kidding me?
But they're not gonna say no. So.
Well, we're gonna say. Sorry, guys, we're not gonna be
not
here, so.
Not starting. It's June. Like not starting my.
What?
Like we have a Vegas trip literally Sunday.
Yeah.
Anyways, June's just full this year, and it got real full real quick. Mm-hmm. That's okay. My birthday month's about to be fire.
Yeah.
And leading up to today, we got some pretty.
Interesting news.
Interesting
possibility
news.
Anyway, we were working today, and one of our managers comes up to us and be like, "Hey, you guys are looking for a Sphinx,
Cat.
Sphinx cat?" And I'm like, "What?" I mean,
not necessarily, but
we've expressed in the past to him that we really want a Sphinx cat.
We've expressed it to everybody. We so badly wanted a hairless cat.
Mainly because hopefully I wouldn't be as allergic to them and whatnot. Me and pets apparently allergic to everything. But then so apparently one of our coworkers is wanting to rehome his Sphinx cat. He's like 4 years old, something like that.
She's 5, and her name is Peach.
Yeah, but it's so cute. Such a cute
and
Sphinx
she's
cat.
so pretty.
So, the plan for that, nothing set in stone yet. So we want to see if
it was free of charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just rehoming.
Because they're trying to rehome it as soon as possible. Because they're, and we'll know more information Thursday. But from the reason he's getting rid of it is because he's going into a home that doesn't allow pets. Mm-hmm. It's nothing crazy. It's not like the cat has anything wrong with it or anything.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a big responsibility. But so he's coming over sometime this week.
Yeah.
So that we can see, I guess, how allergic I am to the cat.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed, it hopefully won't be that bad. But also, if I am allergic, then womp womp, our lives won't change out of that. So.
Yeah.
But we've
looked into possibilities. Like even if he was allergic, it is possible to keep the cat, but it requires a lot more work.
Allergens and whatnot,
and having to bathe them often, all the time, wiping them down with hypoallergenic wipes,
having air purifiers.
Their skin gets dry. They're a little bit harder. Their skin gets dry. They have definitely their own.
Yeah, very need to take care of them quite a bit.
Yeah, a couple of issues, but
but it would be so awesome to have just a little pet.
It would.
So who knows? That's a big maybe.
Yeah.
But if it is possible to work out, that is going to be
so awesome. And he was just like talking about it, and he was like, "She is the chillest cat. Like, yeah, she'll annoy you and wake you up, but we probably wouldn't allow her in the room, especially with even if you do have slight allergies, whatever the case may be. It's really just probably not the best for the cat to be on the bed."
Yeah.
But he was just saying she's like so chill, like. Yeah, we're trying to look for her. She's just in her favorite spot, just like laying down, staying warm.
Yeah.
I'm like, so that's good to know. Like, she's a chill cat and not like Kaylee's cat.
Yeah.
I could not do a cat like Kaylee's cat, man.
Wait, what's wrong with Kaylee's cat?
She's just, I feel like she's super extra playful. She doesn't cuddle very much. She's like in heat all the time, but that's normal for cats. But the cat we're gonna meet is fixed, so she shouldn't. Pretty sure it means she shouldn't ever be in heat again.
Yeah.
So.
No.
But yeah.
Anything?
That was kind of exciting to.
Dude, did you know that apparently?
I don't know.
Apparently, the EDC tickets are all sold out for next year.
Not GA Plus still has a few left.
Oh, do they?
GA and VIP are sold out, and it was in less than a day.
Yeah.
Low key, I want to buy it and go again, but it's too much.
I know, while we were there, while we were there, it was just kind of like a, of like it was almost a struggle. But then like afterwards, looking back on it, like
it's worth.
I would
every
love
moment,
to go
dude.
again.
Yes. Yeah.
But
next year's just not it. That's all.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I do want to see another EDC in the at least far future, like 5 years from now or something.
For sure. Or maybe even 1 or 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My ears red, they feel really warm.
They look really red. You keep touching them though.
Am I? I've always got to, if you watch when you're watching the videos, you see me like always doing this, or like I'll be itching one spot on my head. Just, it's not itchy.
Just gotta fidget.
It's like I just gotta like touch my hair. My
Dude,
face.
I was doing something the other day at work, and oh my god, it's getting bad. It's getting bad, dude. I was doing something at work. Yeah, right in the middle of it. I literally look over at something else, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that. And then right in the middle of doing that, right after I finished that one thing, I almost looked at a different thing and started doing the different thing.
Are you in prep?
Yeah. But then I was like, no, I gotta go back. So then I went back and finished the original thing. But dude,
the only time I ever do that, I never do that. I always start and finish a task.
Or something.
But that's because I have to cross that list off how my brain likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't do half of 5 things and then go back and finish the other half.
I hate having multiple things, but like it's hard to like.
I was gonna say the only time that ever happens is if I really need to start like getting be like, oh, I might be saying too many words. It might be giving it away.
Nah, it should be fine.
But
whatever.
You just have to like, when like it's a rib day.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to get them in like kind of like soon. So you're just trying to get all your front stuff done, easy stuff. That's when I will like be in the middle of making something and then turn around, take whatever is out of the oven, go and put the other thing. But I always go back to what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
The only time is when the oven needs to keep going and going.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, I just have to finish something so I can cross that off ASAP.
Well, I mean, what else? What else is going on? We had a tragic accident happen near us a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, does it matter where we talk about the city that we live in anymore?
I mean, no, don't say the city, but I'm assuming if you say this, what happened, and someone looks it up, they'll know exactly where
someone got ran over by a truck.
Semi.
So there's this lady.
It's really not funny. It's
walking on the freeway, apparently. And they don't know where she came from, what she was doing previously, like what her intentions were, but...
Oh, speaking of, this is the first day back to work.
Mm-hmm. First day back to work from EDC.
Like 5 minutes into getting on the freeway, I see everyone stop traffic and
backed
so
up.
It was like 5 minutes, and I was like, I better call our work. So I call, and our manager answers, and he goes, "Is this bad news? You're not coming in today, are you?"
Like,
and
no.
I was like, I wish I was calling to say that, but I need the money. So, no, actually, we're stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were stuck in it for a good 15 minutes. I think we were like 20 minutes late to work.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that our roommate, he was 5 minutes away. No, he was 5 minutes before it actually happened.
I don't know.
So like 5 minutes after he passed that spot, that thing happened.
Or it happened 5 minutes before, and then he was at the front of where they crossed off the freeway. Or cut, because that's another thing. When this happened,
they completely blocked off the freeway.
Yeah, and then we had to get off one exit and then back on the freeway.
Mm-hmm. And now when you're like driving on the freeway, you can see a bunch of spray painted circles.
Yeah.
Like we were crossing it today. I was like, she went everywhere, dude.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's wild.
And at first I thought it was construction, and I was livid when we got in that traffic because on our way home from Vegas, it was back into construction. And I was like...
For what?
Yeah. I was like, for why? What is this for? Okay. all the way through the traffic cones. There's nothing. There's nothing. Nothing's happening. Nothing's going on.
I just touched my glasses.
Man. But anyways, so I'm thinking this is more construction. I was like, what more do they have to do to this freaking freeway, man? They just finished a project a year ago that took 4. Mm-hmm. Like, I swear, it took them forever. And I'm like, what now? And then we get up there, and it was not construction, but the freeway was crossed off. And then later on, we found out that a lady had been hit.
Yeah.
And then I felt really bad because I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't have a road rage as bad as I do sometimes. But I didn't know. I really thought it was construction because I knew on our way home from Vegas a couple days before this, it was full of construction.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Just finding things that we can talk about because I completely forgot to look at my notes.
I was going to say we should play a game.
What game?
Like, look up would you rather questions.
Second.
Like diabolical would you rather questions.
I found a really interesting thing, but
or ask ChatGPT. Oh, never mind. I don't have that on my phone. It's on your phone. Your phone's right there.
No, I saw a little thing where apparently the Annabelle doll went missing.
Oh no, yeah,
no,
but they transferred her.
Yeah,
to Texas.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure. I am not.
The doll is safe. Okay, so Annabelle is not missing. Authorities confirmed whereabouts of haunted
Authorities
doll.
is crazy. No way you need.
Right.
Authorities for the case of a missing doll.
Not missing. She's.
So maybe I'm crazy. I heard something about her being moved. Where was she from originally? Connecticut? Why did Connecticut come to my brain?
Chicago?
Chicago.
Maybe.
Silent my phone and look it up on TikTok because that's where I got my information. And TikTok is always right, just so you know.
No, we're just gonna would you rather question.
Okay. Well, pretty sure she got moved to a different state than where she was originally. And I bet you that's why people started trolling and saying that she went missing because she got transferred. And who knows if that's even true. Maybe she didn't get transferred. Maybe she is literally where she's always been and someone just said, hey, here's a lie.
This is, I don't know where, like, questions for adults. We're adults, right? We're adults. All right. Okay. Okay, would you rather dance every time you hear music or sing along every time you hear a song?
Dance. I'd much rather see. I hate the way I sing and I hate the way I dance, but I'd rather someone see me dance than
I'd probably sing. I do sing.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather wake up naked in a forest 5 miles from your home or in your underwear at work?
Forest. Imagine.
Yeah,
and you and your chonies?
5 miles from
Sorry,
your
you might have to
home,
bleep his name.
though.
You're going to have to bleep his name. I'm sorry.
Babe.
I'm
39
sorry.
minutes. Get it? 39 minutes. Okay.
Sorry.
What the heck?
But anyways, imagine our general manager seeing you and your chonies.
My chonies? Would you rather accidentally like an old photo of your ex on Instagram or accidentally send sex to your mom? Ooh.
Wait, what does it say?
Like
What's
an
the first
old
one?
photo of your ex.
Yeah. I had like a... Oh, wait. That's kind of a dumb question.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, have you ever been looking at like an old friend's Instagram and freaking double click their first post
or
by
like,
accident?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that big of a deal.
It happens quite often.
Like, or people I just don't like anymore. I'll go like, just stalk their Instagram for a second and then like a photo. I'm like, oh my God. Why did I do that?
Would you rather look at your mom's internet search history or your dad's internet search history?
My dad's. I feel like it's all about football and football and baseball.
Okay.
I feel. But then again, if I search up my mom's, it would just be documentaries. Either of them, honestly. Who would you rather look up? Probably your dad's. Your dad just... I feel like he just looks up information.
Yeah.
Like, gains information from what he looks up.
A lot of you are just kind of dumb. Okay, so would you rather give up air conditioning and heating for the rest of your life or give up the internet for the rest of your life? I'm going to sweat or freeze my ass off no matter what. I'm going to have the internet. Either give up internet or AC.
AC or heater?
No, give up air conditioning or the internet.
Oh.
Which one? I'm giving up. Well, that's tough.
That's really hard because really I'm tough. Normally on the internet at home. I'm watching a TikTok.
I'd sweat it out.
But honestly, I think I just go AC. Or no, like I'd want no internet.
This next one's good for you.
But listen, no internet because the stuff I do does not involve internet. I can just be it does, like I'll look up like patterns and stuff.
YouTube videos to watch.
And YouTube I just listen to in the background, but I'm constantly crafting. I could do anything.
I know, but me?
Yeah. But I'm always crafting. So I feel like I could manage my time without...
be using the internet, brother.
Internet.
I'm always on the internet. Playing games, looking up stuff.
Because, yeah, you don't have internet, but that doesn't mean I can't watch a movie. Stuff. You don't need internet to watch a movie on a DVD
but
player.
I need internet to play online games. Well, I guess I don't need internet to play online games, but... Well,
no, I'm saying in my case...
Internet to play games. Well, I'm talking in my case, though, too.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in my case.
I'm playing footsies with these freaking headsets on the ground, and it's annoying me that I'm playing footsies with them.
Okay, what's
I actually need to get some adapters for those so that I can actually use them to monitor our voices, making sure we're not too loud.
So I would go no internet because I would be cool. Make it a bead bracelet, watch a movie. Like, I'm set.
I'd have to give up AC. All right. This is for you, babe. This is a hard one.
Give up Dr. Pepper's in there.
Nope. Would you rather never be able to scratch an itch or never be able to pop a pimple?
Ooh. Probably not scratch an itch.
Really? Really?
I'd rather pop your pimples.
I would rather never pop a pimple again.
Oh,
and scratch my back.
But I don't need to be scratched. The only time I need to be scratched is when I'm itchy.
Exactly, and you'll never be able to scratch it.
But it doesn't bother me when you don't scratch my back. You thoroughly...
No, I'm saying, like, when you took that alpha-lipoic acid or whatever, and you're unable... You were unable... And just imagine taking that, being how itchy you were during that, and not being able to itch yourself.
And that was pretty bad.
You would probably go crazy.
Yeah, you're right. I probably... But itch attacks aren't that bad. That's an allergic reaction to a vitamin.
Itch attacks aren't that bad, my ass. What?
No, like, aren't that common is what I meant to say.
Well, I'm saying...
Like, the last time I was that itchy...
I guess. I don't know.
The last time I was that itchy was when I took alpha-lipoic acid.
But I'm saying, like, imagine that. Just not being able to scratch it.
I don't know. That day I started using forks to itch my legs, bro. I could have actually, like, cut the skin off, right? Held it up like this and freaking scratched it with a fork. I was so itchy.
Would you rather have to work the most miserable job imaginable for a year or die 1 year earlier?
Die 1 year
Already
earlier.
doing the first one. So, just kidding.
I'd rather die a year earlier.
Yeah.
The year's not
that much.
Not that bad. And you'd never know.
Ooh. Ooh. This is another good one. Would you rather give up all drinks except water or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven? I would definitely give up all drinks except water. I can go with water. I could live off water the rest of my life.
Yeah. I would struggle not drinking Dr. Pepper, but I've done it before.
Yeah, it's
a rough
gotta
patch.
be cooking something. Gotta cook.
It's rough.
Gotta cook food.
But food, ooh. I'm a big bag, bro. I love food.
Would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out during the night? I'd probably never be able to go out during the night.
During the night? I'd say day.
I love the day.
The night. Well, in what form? Like, why?
The day. It's just bright outside.
What
it's
form?
nice.
There's one
and
form of daytime.
cheery. I mean, night's cool, but like day, you know?
I don't know. Didn't you just feel? I guess it brings back like childhood. The night. That's when you're out with your friends all late, and it brings back like excitingness. That's what I think about. That's why I say
that was
night.
the day for me, going on a freaking 5-mile scooter ride to my friend's house during the day.
Didn't you get all giddy when you could stay out past your curfew and it's all dark outside and you and your friends are walking down around the block as if you're like all that and you're not?
I mean, it's cool, but not as good as during the day, you know?
I don't know. I felt a little frisky at night. It was fun.
What you mean?
I don't know. What does frisky even mean?
It depends on the context. All right, moving on.
No, like I just felt like I was like almost like better than everyone, you know. You're like, I'm out past my curfew.
All right, well, we can do that anytime now.
Okay.
So.
And you don't... no, I won't say that. Never mind.
What?
When we stay out super late with our friends after we leave a certain place, I really enjoy those too, those nights.
Yeah, but like I'd prefer hanging out during the day.
Okay.
And then when it comes to nighttime, just sitting at home playing video games.
That is pretty nice.
Am I making a point or am I making a point? Snuggling in bed when it's dark outside.
I like both.
I feel like I made a point. I also
like going out at nighttime too. Going out at night just feels so like I'm a teenager again.
Meh.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh my god, I probably look crazy to you then. You've never seen that.
You're always looking crazy to me.
What?
I'm kidding.
I am crazy. No, you've never seen that like interview they're doing, or they're like on a TV show, and she's like, "That's my opinion." She like screams it. Oh my god! I gotta show you.
That's my opinion.
I cannot believe you've never seen that.
No, I'm losing my voice. Oh. Yeah, I remember that. Wait. Yeah. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, this.
How do you know what's
Oh.
good for me? That's my opinion! How do you know what's good for me?
I thought that's what you would think of.
No. But
They probably thought
memory
I was crazy
unlocked.
if they've never seen it too.
I remember it. Okay. God, I know people are just so sick of us saying
Deal with it. Just kidding.
Okay, so would you rather speak all languages or have the ability to speak to all animals?
Speak all languages.
Animals. What?
I want to speak all languages. I
would rather talk to
people.
animals.
Not me.
And talking to animals would be so cool.
Like, it would be cool, but like it'd be so much cooler if I could communicate with my favorite freaking coworker at work. It'd be so sick. We attempted today. Like, she had. Oh my gosh. You know what? I think she was telling me. I don't know, because I can't understand her. I don't know if I should say this. It's really not that bad, but it was so funny.
What?
She was like, she said something about her shirt, and she's like, you know, oh, no. There's a girl in the front. She goes, she's got a big tatas, basically. And I was like, okay. She goes, I mean, mine are big. Grabs her boobs, and she's like, but not that big.
What the heck?
I was like,
Okay. Yeah, all right. I heard. Okay.
But I love her. I also don't know if that's what she said. I'm just guessing. That's what I concluded.
Oh, she said that?
Yes. I almost said her name. But yeah.
Would you rather be the funniest person in every room or the most intelligent person in every room?
The most intelligent. I wish I knew everything.
Apologies. I'd probably choose the intelligent. I want to
Not because I know
smart.
everything and I'm better than you. I would just.
I feel like if you were
know.
the most intelligent, well, then wouldn't that make you smart? I mean, duh. Wouldn't that make you funny or like? Because if you know like what makes people laugh, you know.
I guess so.
All right, moving on.
Yeah. Oh well. God forbid I answer your question.
I thought you were like I don't know.
No, like, good question. I don't know. I feel yeah.
It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you know everything, then like you know what makes people laugh and whatnot, so you would, I guess, already be the funniest person. Or no? Would you rather?
2 more. Make this a second to last.
Okay. Would you rather be able to talk your way out of any situation or punch your way out of any situation?
Talk myself out of it. Why that? Why would I throw
Talk?
hands for? Why would I throw hands for no reason?
Oh, you'd be able to punch your way out of fighting a silverback gorilla.
So then you talk to him.
You talk your way out of fighting a silverback gorilla. Nah, you wanna.
Listen.
You don't want to throw hands with a gorilla and win?
No.
I guess that's a man thing. All the men, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
It's, bringing back the 100 men versus 1 gorilla.
Yeah, you'd be able to punch your way out of any situation.
I feel like that's such a dumb question.
What?
But like, I also get it because obviously 100 men towards 1 gorilla.
Obviously,
like,
what? Obviously, what? What you?
The reason behind it, or I guess from my assumptions, is most men don't know how to communicate. So therefore, you guys would suck at communicating on how to get this gorilla down.
It's you just punch. You just hitting. You just going ham. There's no communication.
You're not gonna have
just
any
going,
communication
boom,
about
boom, boom, boom,
the best
boom,
way
boom.
to take him out.
No.
See, sorry.
It's just
Females would. We'd be like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, and like at least plan something, sorta, kinda. Be prepared, more prepared. I don't know.
men have that telepathic connection. We already know.
No,
what
y'all.
to do.
Some of y'all don't. You have good communication skills, but a lot of men out there don't.
That'd be good. Just punch our way through.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the gorilla and get myself out of the trouble that way.
I'm gonna punch the gorilla and get myself out of that way. All right. Well, that's all the
One
time.
more.
What? No, we're almost on it. And
Okay.
hopefully my phone's not dead already. Yeah.
What was it at? Was it 40? You're cooked.
No, it was at like 63 when I started. Hopefully it's charged. It better be charged, camera. Phone. That's all the time we got for you guys today, folks. If you're not already following, please do. If you guys laughed at all, I know you guys laughed. So go share this with the first person or the last person you sent a text to.
Yeah.
And then also go post it on your story. And
Tag
also go
us.
send it to your mom and your dad.
We'll repost it.
Yeah.
You tag us.
Tag us and we'll repost your post of our post. Yeah.
We'll get your Instagram out there as if
Make
we
sure-
have so many followers.
Yeah. And make sure to turn on that notification bell just so you get notified anytime an episode comes out.
I'm
I'm
starving.
Yeah, hungry.
Yeah, time to eat
There was something else I was gonna say, but I don't know.
Did you say turn on post notifications?
Oh, if you're on YouTube, I did. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe. If you're on Spotify, start following us, please. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, I don't know what you guys do. Just follow us, I guess. But yeah. Bye.
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 What?
The intro. Welcome back, everybody. Today. All right.
I was not prepared.
You say. All right. 3, 2, 1.